I wanted to talk today about the roadmap for Valheim, just hopes and dreams, thoughts and speculations, stuff like that. So the first one, there's no time on any of these. They just say roadmap for 2021. There's no I'm not aware of all the research I did last night, and just have kind of been trying to pay attention to. None of it has showed up and said anything regarding time. So as far as what's first, I guess the first update is going to be this Hearth and Home. And it looks like the potential of these, if Odin wills it, like these would be added in, I guess, sporadically. Certainly not at the end. These are just kind of extra things. So it's possible that these multiplayer interactions will come along with whatever the next big update is. And then I guess maybe sandbox mode. I don't know what a lot of these other things mean. The combat improvements, I mean, I think the combat's pretty fun. There definitely could be a little bit more. There could be a little more polish in regards to some of the combat stuff, and that's really only from what people tell me because I am not good at the combat in most games. Tar pits, I don't know what this means. I don't know what the historical value of this is, but it seems like I don't know. Seems like something cool. Like maybe isn't a tar pit when you just put a bunch of crap in it and it like becomes all goopy and gross and warm? I think. Aren't you? Isn't that just like dead soup? I don't know. I have no idea what a tar pit is. And then vendor inventory expansion. I feel like this would probably come up soon, as well as the multiplayer interactions, and then maybe the combat improvements, just because of the game's popularity. Just in the last week, has it been a week, 2 weeks? A swamp thing. Oh, you think tar pits would be a swamp thing? Interesting. Okay, all right. Oh, just something in the swamp, like the bog of internal stench type of thing. I gotcha. I gotcha. All right, I dig that. I wonder how it's going to change current maps. Like, are we going to have to reset maps or reset areas to like add something like this? Because there's also unique locations, whatever a brigand is. Um, I wonder if you're going to have to essentially re-roll your map, kind of like Minecraft does. That's one of those things that kind of always hurts with Minecraft is they add something new and you're like, cool. If you didn't explore anywhere in your world and you go further away from your world, then you'll find the cool thing. But where you currently are, like those bees don't spawn there, llamas don't spawn there, just the stuff that kind of progressively moved on. This game seems to have a different spawning system. I don't think that you don't find like gray dwarfs in this little area and then you kill them all off and light it all up and then they're all gone. They kind of always continuously spawn. So I feel like if they're going to add any creatures of any kind or maybe something to come and raid you in the future of any kind, they can just kind of add that. But any of these, like if this is map related, tar pits, if unique locations is map related, I'm interested to see if we're going to have to re-roll our worlds. If that's the case, it's cool. I don't mind. I like the building. But yeah, like I said, multiplayer interactions I feel like will be up there, combat improvements, and then probably the vendor inventory expansion. I don't know what Moonin means. Sandbox mode is just a map mode. I mean, I feel like that's going to be an easy one. So I imagine whenever this Hearth and Home update comes, because it looks like in this little snippet of a picture we have, maybe there's a helmet on the table, some kind of cloth on the table. There's like a lamp, looks like. In terms of being something, Odin's crow. Odin's crow. Oh, there's a crow. I just saw this last night because I unlocked Iron. There's a crow. Oh, what's it called? A crow throne. And so it's a throne, but it's all like got crow stuff on it. Brandon Lee stuff all over it. So it's specifically made. It's a chair that they've used the skin of Brandon Lee and just spread it all on the chair, and you get to sit on Brandon Lee, and his face sits right next to you. and you're like, this is my crow throne. All right, I'll stop. So as far as the Hearthstone goes, it looks like they're just gonna add more like, oh, it's pie. It's pie. It's totally pie. Branded Lee chair, yeah. It's pie. Okay. So it looks like pie and just some more stuff. The Hearth and Home, I feel like there's another unlocked fire source for the inside of houses that's a hearth in the game currently. So you'll be able to make that. I assume Hearth and Home is just going to be interior decoration related update type stuff. Cult of the Wolf, I don't know what this is. This sounds pretty bad, or pretty badass. Like, is it going to be like a an NPC? I'm thinking that something the game is kind of missing. You have regular amounts of NPCs kind of attacking your base. The gray dwarves, sometimes those little stupid lizards, they call them necks. Periodically, a troll will happen by. It's kind of in a chase, like chase by chase, case by case, chase by chase basis. So it doesn't actually happen that much, but Cult of the Wolf seems like some kind of I'm hoping for some kind of extra NPC that wants to come and attack you. Ooh, werewolf maybe. That could be cool. Like an option to, because you do have some powers in the game. You can activate certain powers based on which bosses you've completed and which ones you want, which powers you want. So I wonder if this will have something like that. A werewolf, maybe. That sounds cool. Cult of the Wolf could be some kind of, I mean, if anything, here's what I totally know is going to be in this update. Cult of the Wolf. I'll bet $100 on this. I don't know to who, but you know, whatever. I don't have $100. I'll bet that's what's going to be in here. In here is a helmet slash hood that's the shape of a wolf. That's going to be in this update right here. I think there's a cape that's got a wolf on the shoulder, which is cool, but there's nothing like a wolf on the helmet. So that'll be pretty badass. And then their third update is ships and sea. It's interesting that they talk about this. I wonder if it just means they're going to add more mobs to the sea, like monsoons or like hurricanes or something like that, or possibly like just upgrades to the ship. I haven't made the third and final ship yet, but this doesn't look familiar to me. It looks like there's some kind of post that goes all the way up to the front of the ship. So I'll have to see what that's all about. But it looks like you can stand up here and hold on and so on and so forth. You get your own tribe. You do not get your own tribe in Valheim, but you can kind of pseudo make one. Like, we're all Vikings and we all work together. So if you want to defeat a boss or go in adventuring, you could definitely just join up with a couple homies. They do have PvP, but it's more like Terraria where you switch it on and off at will. So anyone can be PvP if you want them to, and you can protect all your stuff. It's less about player versus player stuff. Like, I would like to build an arena eventually, and then we can have like little arena fights, which would be kind of cool, I think. But yeah, for ships and sea, I'm hoping we can just change everything about the ship, add little shields to the side. I don't know, more storage would be kind of cool. Color the ships, like paint them, and maybe design the little, what's the thing that goes on the front of a ship? I think we have a boater in the chat. I think Level said he was on a boat. What's the little thing that goes on the front of a ship? That'd be cool to change that and to put our trophies on it or something. We get lots of every time you kill a creature, you get a chance of dropping their head, so you can use it as a trophy and you can put it somewhere at your base. So that'd be kind of cool to have like a troll one up front. And then their fourth update that they're supposedly going to be getting done before 2021 is Mistlands. Here's the thing that I do want to talk about. This is a roadmap for 2021. I'm going to say at this point, this is very tentative, because I don't believe they suspected this game would do as well as it has done. In the first 2 weeks, has it been 2 weeks? They've sold 2 million copies. It's jumped in popularity significantly very quickly. And so I'm kind of, I know right now that the devs are really heavily working on fixing all kinds of just random things. Figurehead. Ah, okay. So it'd be cool if we could change the figurehead in the future for sure on the boats. But yeah, I would say a safe bet, a safe way to think about this is a tentative 2021. I know that they're getting slapped with a lot of stuff right now, and their dev team is 5 people. This is a small team of people. It shows in the game. Obviously, the game has a lot of heart and love in it, and they all seem to care about everything that they're doing, which is why it's done so well. At this point, they could probably upgrade their team or update their team, maybe add a couple more people. I don't know how they're going to do that to get some of these things done, to keep things on schedule. As far as what direction they're going to take to getting all these things done, I hope they can get them all done fairly reasonably. I have a feeling there's something that they're going to need to update. So I guess we've kind of gone over what this roadmap entails. Here's kind of what I'm hoping and dreaming for. First and foremost, not to totally like throw their game into like, there's nothing wrong with the game, but the server interface menu, I should be able to save a server that I like. I shouldn't have to search for it as so intensively as I do currently. You have to type it in and sit there and wait 4,000 whatever, and then it may not show up. I shouldn't have to go into Steam and then go to view, go to servers, click, connect, put in the password, log into the game, put in the password again. It's just a little extra there. It's fine because when it runs really, really well. I feel like if it was shoddy after all of that, we'd all hate it. But it doesn't. It runs really well once you're in. So everything's fine there. Nothing to point a finger at. It's okay. The game is awesome. But definitely first and foremost, that's the first thing that I would recommend or hope that they get fixed sooner, because a big part of this game is just kind of having, I really have a lot of fun playing this game by myself. I really have a lot of fun playing Minecraft by myself. But a part of it that makes it a lot more fun to me is every now and then I get to hang out with a homie, get to see his base, get to see his progression, get to show off mine. This is I think going to be the core that like holds this game together and makes it, as far as I'm concerned, a new Minecraft. When Minecraft came out, it was like when I saw what Minecraft could be 15 years ago now. Jeez, it's been forever. I was like, oh, you guys got to play this game. You got here. I'm going to buy you a copy. I was like buying my friends copies of the game, getting everyone into it. They're all like, this looks like crap. And I'm like, no, 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 no. It's like Legos, but online. We're going to have so much fun. And it was like literally at the time that I was into it, it was like just grass and trees. I think they had pigs in the game. It was real basic, but I was like, look what it could be. And this gives me the exact same feeling. I feel like once modding community kicks into this, that's going to really like just flesh this game out even more in directions that we're not even prepared for. I love the organic progression system in this game. It's so much more interesting and deep. You feel like you're learning these things when they're happening. So as far as the popularity of this game, and I guess the reason why I care so much is because it's awesome. It's so awesome, and I can't wait to see what it becomes. And having these little updates just warms my heart. I was the other night, I think it was literally last night or yesterday, midday, I was just playing, and while we were driving a ship around, I just became overwhelmed with excitement for what my ship is going to look like at some point. I don't have any anticipations. Some of these things would be cool if they added them, but it's okay if like literally none of it gets added to the game at all. It's fine. They've done really, really well. I think the graphical direction that they've taken the game really allows for a lot of extra shit to be added to the game that wouldn't otherwise be added. Skyrim and their whole modding community, that's what we need over here in the Valheim, and it'll be even more, and people can do more with it because of how, dog shit it looks. So as far as hopes and dreams for going forward, definitely the server thing. Mounts, I think, is a really big discussion on the subreddit. People are wanting mounts like crazy. Some are worried that if they add mounts, it's going to become a little too much like Ark. I don't see how this game and Ark have anything to do with each other. That's a weird correlation. And because in Ark, mounts are the progression system. You get a better dinosaur that helps you destroy trees and get more resources from trees. But it's a little more micromanagey, which I can understand why people don't really like that much. But this doesn't have that at all. I think another thing that could be kind of cool, and I don't really know where this fits, but some kind of like NPC village-esque type of thing that you can protect, kind of like the villagers in Minecraft. You can trade with them, you can take care of them, build them better houses, so on and so forth. That might be kind of cool to kind of add a little more to the peasants of the world of the Vikings. Like, we're Vikings and we're doing whatever, and then here's our like main city, that kind of stuff. I know when regards to mounts, one of the things that I think makes a lot of sense, and I think people were kind of worried about, was if they added a Pegasus. That's right. I read a comment that somebody was like, it'd be cool if they added a Pegasus, because I believe a Pegasus would be lore friendly, or is that Greek mythology? Maybe that's Greek mythology, but it could be lore friendly, and that would be cool to have like a flying mount. Nothing that's gonna be great to fly across an ocean, but something that you could put, you could fly from one area to another, to the top of a mountain back, or something like that. It's Greek. Okay, maybe not. Maybe nothing like that. But there could be some version of that works. I don't know. That's what you call a dream right there. My hope is the server thing, and we do add some out, but I'm dreaming of a flying mount. I think from there, bigger, like, I would like to be able to add stuff to the boat myself, like a workbench on the boat. I don't see why I can't put a workbench on the boat, or better storage, like myself, put my own storage on the boat, especially when I'm the only one driving my boat around. That would be kind of cool to have, a customizable flat surface on the boat, kind of like Ark allows you to do. That's probably the only reason why Ark's little boat is actually kind of cool. You can put a bed on it, you can put a storage system, a fire, and you're kind of good. You've got a mobile operations center. So I think as far as all of this other stuff goes, I'm excited for it. I don't know what any of these Savar Talfer brigands. I assume that's some kind of NPC that we'll have to fight against, I believe. Moonin, I don't know what that is. I think that's a Norse like god thing, I think. And then the Mistlands biome sounds pretty cool. I don't know. Mistland sounds like it's gonna be creepy. So I don't know. We'll see what this turns out to be. Odin's crow. What do you keep saying? Odin's. Oh, Moonin is Odin's crow. Oh, that's what you were saying before. I see. Now, okay, now that you've said it twice, I've caught on finally. Thanks, RJ. Okay, so they're Odin's crow. So wait, who the heck is the crow that we're talking to? Oh, he must be his brother. The crow that you talk to in the storyline mentions his brother at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. That's funny. Okay, cool. So they'll somehow add Moon into the. This seems like a fun little addition. They put it at the end to kind of be like here's the trailer of what's coming. Da, 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 da. The trailer closes, sandbox mode. Wow, and then Moon in. and you'll be like, oh, but I don't. None of us are Norris, so I wasn't all that excited about that. I didn't know what I was looking at. So, all right, well, cool, Moonin. I'm excited. Hello. Thank you very much for watching what we just put together or listening to what we just put together. I don't know. Do people just listen to this kind of stuff? You can if you want. Either way, what I'm getting at, thank you very much. If you dig this kind of content, you can hit the follow button, or you can come over onto Twitch. That's twitch.tv/smugbuffalo and hang out with us every morning. We do this Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. We do a talk in the beginning of the stream, and then afterwards we play some video games. A lot of it lately has been Valheim, because that's all I'm into. If you want to come over to Twitch, you can see stuff that we do, kind of like this. Set it out again. Oh, I don't think we're gonna bounce this time. Oh, shit! That was like a perfect kickflip. So that's that. Thanks again, guys. I appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.